Hello and welcome in. My name is Drumroll Tony. I'm a streamer on Twitch, musician and music teacher living in Seattle. Attack on Titan, just epic levels of everything, especially the music. Did you know that AOT was the first anime-related music I featured on this YouTube channel by recommendation from my chiropractor, by the way? So yeah, I'm glad that happened. Speaking of anime, I've kind of jumped in headfirst to doing reactions on the Patreon. Literally yesterday, I finished up Sound Euphonium. Love that one. It was great. I have 11 years of real-life work being a high school band director, so I had a lot to talk about, a lot of critique, a lot of feedback, and just a lot of love and praise for the show. It's nice to have something that I treasure so much being highlighted in an anime. I've also just recently added Vivi86 to the list of anime Patreon reactions that are going on, but we can talk about those later on. Link for that's down in the description below. Let's talk about Attack on Titan and how great this music is. The most recent opening, the full version, is what we're about to listen to, by the way. I'm very excited for this. And, every time I listen to AOT, I feel like I'm learning something about music. And learning is a good thing. So really quickly, we do need to hear from today's video sponsor, Skillshare, about learning. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes and members who come together to find inspiration and take the next step in their creative journey. With that being said, I am very excited to say that this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare has classes on a wide variety of topics, including illustration, graphics design, photography, UI UX design, creative writing, web development, crafts, social media, and many more. Whether you want to learn the basics of watercolor painting or start your own creative business, Skillshare has the classes to take you from beginner to pro alongside a supportive community. And before we go any deeper, I want to tell you right now, the first 500 people to click the link in the video description below get Skillshare for a month free. Free knowledge waiting for you. All you have to do is click. I am personally taking Skillshare courses right now, and I'd like to show you how it has helped me. Check out this footage I took of the Seahawks drumline performing before the game last week, and you can clearly see how the video is overexposed and in great need of color correction. I had no clue what the first steps to color correction would be, so I searched for a course in Skillshare and immediately found results. The class was broken up into segments, and I found this extremely helpful and easy to follow. Check out the before and after the video. I'm very happy with the results. I'm thankful that I was able to use Skillshare to learn how to do this, and trust me, I'll be revisiting this course multiple times. I highly recommend you become a Skillshare member today for free because the first 500 people that click the link in the video description below will get a membership to Skillshare for free for 1 month. The possibilities are endless. It's so much fun to discover. All right, back to the video. Of course. It's like their signature sound. What a great introduction. There's a lot packed in there. Let's go and talk about how different the beginning is to where we just ended right here. We're in a very different time signature. It's in 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's very slow in comparison. But I feel like we hear a projector into children's voices. And it's the pizzicato in the strings, meaning we're not bowing. It's just like plucking the strings. The partials, they're using 1 through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a turnaround. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is the groove that is given. And that is pretty much all that layer is. It's so gentle but perfect. The only other augmentation we have is the great use of like little mallet percussion, little glockenspiel, soft mallets. Glockenspiel is so loud though. Like in this setting, it works really well because it's just like, it's not deafening. If you stand next to a bell player, it's like super hard in the ears. It's very piercing. But the cool thing about that instrument, it can pierce through like a full horn section. Obviously, this is not the case here, but it works really well because it's in conjunction with, we have some wind chimes going on too. So you get a very delicate feel for the 6/8 time signature. Supporting the voice, obviously. And now we have a woodwind feature coming in here. How great is that? And then, of course, that's like its own genre. You can be walking anywhere, you hear that, Linked Horizon. Like, you just know it immediately. I feel like they've done such a good job at creating a sound that is like identifiable and just works really well with them. And I feel like, hold on, let me just listen to some more of this real quick. But all the offbeat horn stuff there, like we're getting themes that have reoccurred from all over the entire series, and it just, you instantly know you know what title you're listening to. All right, let's keep going. Oh, that's good stuff, man. Oh, the snare drum. Oh, there we go. Love it so much. Okay, let's go back to 31 seconds here where this verse kicks in. It's very bluesy. We got that's like all over the place. I don't feel like we've had that one in one of their songs before. I might be speaking out of place there, but this one just sticks out to me. We get the echoed back in the rest of the band too. Okay, there is some compression here. The audio is not the greatest because it's YouTube. I apologize, but I do feel like we're hearing that woodwind we used in the feature before is now echoing with the guitar line underneath. One more time. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, I feel like that's a great combination because those two timbres, meaning sounds of the instruments, are so like contrasting, but they work really well right here. This is, oh man, really good stuff. Now, I don't expect you to hear this one because it's buried down there, but it's just the quality. The snare drum's pretty crispy, and I'm just really enjoying how this is sounding, comparing, just like supporting all this. So that's my little nerd out section with that. Let's keep going. Yeah, I feel like the ba beep ba boom boom ba 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 ba, all the little builds they have going on with the horn stuff. That's just really good writing. This is 53. Let's go back to 45 and we'll get it into the next section. I just like the backgrounds that are being used here. Oh, nice. Okay, well, I like that. So now we go back to a triple meter because remember we had 6/8 in the beginning. That was a very strong 3/4. And like modally though, like where the chord progressions, we're like jumping all over the place because that felt like everything was unrelated. But we get the children's voices back and that was pretty creepy, to be honest. I think if I go back 10 seconds, that's enough. It was not enough. I apologize. Here we go. It's like demonic sounding because there's like some of the background vocals in there are pretty scary sounding. Don't listen to the children's line this time. Listen to the like sounds like men's chorus line underneath. It's like demonic. Here we go. 1, 2. Okay, a lot's happening. I also feel like there's like sounds from the anime superimposed in here, so you're getting like explosions and stuff that kind of like take away from the actual song itself, so that's kind of unfortunate. But right here, we travel through a couple different keys. I feel like some of our phrases are broken up. There's some asymmetry, so it's very agogic feeling, which I'm a huge fan of, and I think this is great because this is not predictable. And just like the show, it's not predictable at all. Like, right, That is such great writing. I love it because we get our like famous bum 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 ba da da that we get in through all these pieces. So many times we've heard that, but then suddenly we've had a couple like derailments on the track before, but now it's completely we're going like a different direction because of how many times they shift us out of that. One more time, I will let it play this time. I just want to appreciate what's going on. Also, I didn't even notice till the second listen that all the piano riffs that are going on underneath. It's very cool. I will stop for the ba-da-dee, this descending line to bring us back in. I just love how not centered we are. And what I mean by that, normally, like if we have a tonal center, like if I say like, hey, bum, this is your low note, ba-da-da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-da-da, you're going to know where you're at. If I say bum, this is your note, da-da-da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee, right? You can get like relative pitch pretty quickly. You understand where it is. That's why we can learn little kid songs and sing along. This is fun because we keep shifting through like different keys and we're just traveling places that are not like closely related. So it just kind of hits you and pushes you right away. I mean, obviously, if you're the musician playing this, you're reading the page. Yeah, it's no problem. To actively execute this, that's not challenging. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the listening experience is cool because when something's not predictable, you can't relax. You have to kind of always be actively listening, which I think is great. All right, let's keep going. I think we can safely talk about how different the vocals were delivered. That was at like 130. I'm going to go back to 125. Check out how differently the phrase, like the rhythm cadence of this is at first. Yeah, man. That's pretty expressive. I like that quite a bit. Also, we get the drummer is lining up with the vocalist as well, giving us some like we're just pushing outside the ropes a little bit. I like it. Yeah, man, that Phil, that was huge. The problem here, and it's not a problem, it's a good problem. There's so many layers going on. It's pretty easy to get caught up in the bassist and listen to the drummer. But did you hear all the string accompaniment that's going on? There's a lot of layers. I'm going back 15. Just listen to the strings though. Bum, ba, da, 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 da. It's the same. We're echoing that blues lick we had from before. I love it, man. Another one. And here comes the guitar feature. Wow, you could play a game. Count the key changes because there's quite a bit. So that's another thing I was talking about. I always use the analogy of the train tracks. We're just switching quite a bit. What is the goal of that? Well, there's no real right answer. That's just it. Well, having in context of the show, we can kind of see why, because of it's the multiple storylines and how shaky everything is. So if I didn't have that context, I would probably just assume like, well, something's going on that is not settling. Something's not settled because the music is not settled. But you can clearly see compositionally how well that is being suggested here. This is 230. I think everything started about 145. So we are going to go back. I know it's a big chunk to go back, but I just feel like there's a lot to appreciate all the way down. Maybe it's like 155 actually. The string stuff was cool, but then as soon as we start hauling again, there's so many things to talk about and identify. Listen how much more of the toms we get in is very, because before we're just grooving. A couple things, the drums are expressive here and there, but now we're opening up a little bit and we get to have more of a voice. You know what? I am going to go back to 145 because I missed the entrance to this phrase, because this phrase is the bottom completely opens out for a little bit and it thins. Not long, but just for a little bit. Much thinner sound. But then we fill right back. And then we really started driving. So you have such a mix of emotions in the music. And again, knowing the context, we understand 100% why. And if you happen to be watching this video and you haven't seen the anime, just go watch the anime. It's going to change your life because it's literally the best story that's ever been told. Like, seriously, I'm not even joking. We'll get to the guitar second, the feature in a second. I feel like another Linked Horizon-ism is the use of explosively loud choir with horns echoing, call and response to what's going on, and always beat, go, bop, bop. We get all these big triplet usage. So I think that's pretty interesting. That's 230. We're going to go back to 210. I promise you, we will let it get into the guitar feature. I know we make these videos so long, but there's so much to talk about, and just like, it's a cool band, man. The composition is good stuff. This is 210. We're listening to the choir. We're listening to the horn callbacks, and we'll get into the guitar feature. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, man. Wow, that's a very explosive 30-second feature. Okay, we're going to listen to it again. Now, this time, don't listen to the guitars. Listen to how cool, and this happens all the time in Linked Horizon music. Listen to the way we have feature, supporting feature, but then boom, stab, 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 choir, horns, feature, support, boom, boom, boom. Like, it's not just playing the groove and letting the person play. It sounds like two guitars, to be honest. And as we like transfer the solo, we still build. The contour is still going this way all the way until the bum, beep, bum, bum, whatever this is, boom. Like, it's very fun to listen to, because the alternative, you could just sit there and play. You could sit there and play away and let your person shred, but you write backgrounds, you write like a roadmap that is more interesting to listen to, and that stuff is super important. Ensemble writing is always the best. Here we go. One more time on the guitar feature, and we'll keep going. Listen down, though. Great, man. Out of nowhere, the halftime breakdown. then we're probably going to push from 325 to the end. Okay, so, man, okay, hopefully you dug listening to the guitar solo the second time and just paid attention to how they use the backgrounds. But now, listen how much we change keys again. This strategy has been used before in the piece. This is not new, but it still has a variety in the way it's being used, though. Because the huge obvious difference is the halftime groove. Boom. Meaning halftime, the time is still the same. This is still the tempo, but this before was where the focus, where the tempo was. Where now, this is obviously where we're going to feel it. Even though, you know, you're still moving, you're still cooking, but it's just a feel change. That's all that is. But it's pretty cool. Oh, hello, bass. Hello. So now we have stop times. Bup, 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 bup. Did you hear the relationship there, though? Man, we're traveling all over the place. If you made this, nope, never mind. I'm going to say it. It's not YouTube safe to say it. I'm not going to say it. Anyway, if you made a certain game where, you know, you perhaps have beverages and you consume beverages every time there's a key change, there'd be a lot. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But don't do it. Bum bum tritone. Ooh. Whoa. Oh my god, dude, that was awesome. The last 30 seconds are pretty explosive. That's pretty intense. Let's go 330 to the end again. There's too much happening. There's way too much happening. The only thing I grabbed was the big flat 5 at the end with no resolve except to open space, little player piano, and obviously the spoken dialogue right there. That, oh wow. Okay, here's the last 30. What? You hear the horns? Oh my god, man, this is amazing. Somebody, some drum corps, do the show, please. I want to hear this on the field. But what a beefy way. That is a statement, man. Okay, well, there it is. Let me know what you think about it. You know I love it, but who cares what I think? I want to know what you think, man. That was it. My name is Drumroll Tony. Catch me on live on Twitch. Link for all the socials down in the video description below. Come watch some anime with me on the Patreon. It would be great to have you. YouTube thinks you should watch this video next. Please and thank you. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel so you can catch the next one. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.